Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the Cricut Card Mat, and we're also going to make some cute custom cards. Let's go ahead and get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Cricut Card Mat, and I'm really excited for this. I finally got my hands on a card mat. I got this along with the insert cards. It was a starter kit for about 289 Rand on Takealot, which is really cheap. It now goes for, I think, about 600-700 Rand. So I thought, this is great. Like, I'm so excited. So I wanted to make a video on this. And if you're someone who makes a lot of cards for special occasions and things like that, then you definitely want to invest in a Cricut Card Mat. It's going to make it a lot easier and a lot quicker. So firstly, what is the Cricut Card Mat? Well, it's just as its name suggests, you get to make personalized cards. It's not to say that you can't do this on your Cricut with a normal mat. You can, but this is just going to make it a whole lot easier and a lot quicker. So the card mat does come with a protective sheeting on the sticky part of the mat, and you will see if you take it off, there is a glossy side and a matte side. So just keep this aside. You can always put it back just to protect your mat, and you will put the glossy side facing down, so the matte side will be facing up. If you are not using the one side, you can leave the protective sheeting on, but I'm going to be making 3 cards today. I need to make the leftover cards for the rest of my family. So I'm going to be making 3 today, and you'll see that there is an opening in the card mat over here. And we're just going to slide our cards into that opening. There's also a bunch of numbers on the card mat. So we have 10, 20, 30, and 40. And that just represents the sizes of the insert cards. So if you have a look at the little package that I got the R10 cards, which is the size over here. And this is the smallest card in the Cricut range of insert cards. So you'll see it says R10, and then it gives you the sizes in inches and centimeters. It does come with different cards, and you also get the holographic insert cards, which I'll show you in a moment. And then you also get some envelopes with it. So Cricut does offer different types of insert cards. I haven't really had a look at them yet, but I do want to try and make some bigger cards with different inserts. So I'm really excited about that. But for today's video, we're just going to keep it plain and simple. So this is what the cards look like. And this is the card itself. And then we have the insert card, which is a beautiful holographic card. And then you also get some envelopes with your insert cards. To insert the card, I'm just going to take my card and I'm going to slide it underneath that opening. So just like that. And then you want to make sure that it's flush on top and that it's flush on the left-hand side. And then you can just flip the front side over and stick it down onto the mat. Okay, so now we're pretty much ready to go, and I'm going to jump into Cricut Design Space and then we'll design our project. So our journey starts in Cricut Design Space, and there are 3 important things that I want to mention before we get started. And that is, your card size needs to be the correct size in order for it to work. If you don't have the correct size, you're going to have a hard time with the insert cards. The second thing I wanted to mention was the slots for the insert cards. So I did measure mine at 2.8 centimeters. That worked for me. And I also rotated the slot to a 45-degree angle. I did design it in Canva. I didn't design it in Cricut Design Space, but you're more than welcome to design yours in Cricut Design Space. The third thing I wanted to mention was for the R10 cards, because they are so small,
you want to choose a thick, bold font. And just keep in mind that the centerpieces of the letters A and D and O and so on and so forth will fall out. They will be cut away. If you don't like that, then you can use a stencil font. But for me, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't bother me. With that being said, let's go ahead and upload my design. So I'm just going to click on upload. And then I'm going to click on upload image. I'll click on browse. And then you just want to locate where your design is. So mine is in my downloads folder. I did download it from Canva as a PNG. So I'm just going to double click in this folder. And then I'm just going to bring in 3 designs to use for the video today. So I'm going to click on simple. And I'll click on continue. And then I just want to go ahead and remove the background. You don't have to worry about the centerpieces of the R and the A or whatever your text is, because it is going to be cut away anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply and continue. And then this is going to be a cut image. And then I'll click on upload. Now I'm just going to select the ones that I'm going to use for this video. So I did upload all of the others. I am making some cards for my family. So I'm going to select these 3. I'm going to add that to my canvas. And this is the really important part, is the size of the card. So I'm actually just going to select over everything and just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so initially when I first worked with the card mat before making the video, I made the card size the exact same size as the insert card. So for the R10, it's 8.9 centimeters by 12.4. And I shouldn't have actually brought these in, but what we can do is just hide the last 2. So if I leave this as is with these sizes, if I click on make, I'm going to change the material load type to on card mat. You'll see that there's no option for the R10 card, and that's because we have to make our design size a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to click on cancel. And then the sweet spot that I found works for me is 8.2 centimeters in width by 11.8 in height. So now if we click on make and we click on the card mat, you will see now that we have the R10 size, which is exactly what we want. So there is a red border going around. You can't really see it now. I think that acts as a safe area, and that kind of makes sense. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and just click on cancel because I do want to unhide my other 2 designs. And I didn't change the size of these, so I'm just quickly going to do that. Don't forget to unlock your proportions. And then I'm just going to change this one. Okay, and I'm going to click on make. And then design space will automatically put it on the card mat. So that looks good. I'm happy with that. I'm going to click on continue. So now what we want to do is select our base material. So I did bookmark the insert cardstock, but to find it, all you need to do is just click on browse all materials and then just search for cardstock. And you'll see you'll have a bunch of different options, but here is the insert cardstock. So I'm going to select that, and you will see that Cricut Design Space is telling us to move our star wheels to the center rail in the middle column of the card mat, which is what we'll do when we go to load our mat. I'm not going to change the pressure. I'm just going to leave it as is. The next step is to set our tools and material, or to load our tools and material. So make sure your fine point blade is in clamp B. And then I'm going to go ahead and load my card mat. And I'm also going to align my star wheels to the center column. And then we're pretty much ready to hit go.
Okay, so I'm ready to load my mat into my machine. Make sure your fine point blade is loaded. And I'm going to press the flashing arrow on my Cricut to load the mat. And before we press go, we need to move the star wheels. So the star wheels are located on the rail here of your Cricut. And so what I'm going to do is just move the motor to the left-hand side. Don't worry, when you go to cut, the Cricut will move the motor back in place. So don't stress about that. And now what I'm going to do is just take the left star wheel and the right star wheel, and I'm just going to push them together towards the center. And you want to make sure it's flush with the middle column of the card mat. So that looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and press go on my Cricut. Okay, so that is done. I'm just going to unload my mat, and I'm just going to move my Cricut out of the way because I don't need it anymore. Okay, and I'm just going to get my mat, get everything set up, and then we're ready to finish these cards off. Okay, so these are pretty much ready to go. So what I'm going to do is just use this little spatula tool that I have. You can use your Cricut spatula if you have one. And I'm just going to gently lift the cards up. The mat is brand new, so it's still pretty sticky. So I'm just going to try and be as gentle as possible. And there you have it. How cute and quick was that? So we're pretty much ready to put the insert cards in. I am gonna I'll probably do the blue one because I'm quite interested to see how the blue is gonna look. And then I'll just do the rest off camera. It's quite delicate, so just be as gentle as possible. And there's the blue one. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'll do the rest off camera. And now I'm pretty much ready to assemble this. So the insert cards are ready to go in. So you're just going to slide them into those slots. The sizing on this one is a lot better. When I initially did this, I really struggled with the sizing. I think it took me about 7 tries to get it right. So if you're designing your own, you might need to just play around with it a little bit, but that's perfect. Oh, look how cute that is. That's so beautiful. Yeah, the size on this is perfect. So I'm so glad I got the size right. That is so cute. I'm so in love with that. I really am curious to see how the blue is going to look. I love a navy blue or a royal blue. So I'm really excited about this one. Oh, look how pretty that is. So I did go ahead and create some messages for the insides. Well, for the inside of the card using print and cut. Hopefully my family isn't watching this video. Sometimes they watch my videos, but it's okay. But they're so cute. I really love them. So I made these to go on the inside of the cards. So I'm just going to go ahead and just stick that down. I could have used glue tape for this, but I didn't have any in my craft room. So I just had to use what I had. Look how cute that is. I'm so in love with it. Okay, let's do the next one, and then I'll probably just do the rest off of camera. And there you have it. How cute are those? And it literally didn't even take me that long to make them. They're so cute. I'm so in love with it. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the comment section of the video. I'll try my best to answer them. I am still new at making insert cards, but I feel like this card mat made it so much easier. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.